In the ancient city of Ilefe, long before modern Nigeria, a powerful king named Oduduwa grew blind. His eyes failed him, and with it, the kingdom was in distress. His son, Ajibogun, volunteered to travel far to fetch the only thing that could heal him, seawater. No prince had ever survived such a journey. But Ajibogun was different. He was chosen by the gods and driven by fire. He crossed forests, rivers, and hostile territories until he reached the Atlantic Ocean at a large land. There, he filled a gourd with sacred salt water and returned to heal his father. Oduduwa, overwhelmed, blessed him. "You are now Obokun, the child who fetched the sea." And so began the bloodline of Owa Obokun Aromolaran, king of Ijesaland. Obokun did not stop at healing his father. He wanted a kingdom of his own. He moved east and conquered the land of the Ijesa, where he founded Ilesa, a kingdom of wealth, warriors, and wisdom. But here's what most people don't know. Obokun didn't conquer Ijesaland alone. He was led by a mystical creature called Ijesa, a wind being that whispered secrets and gave him visions. Only Obokun could hear it. He also carried a powerful charm called Ogun, given by the god Ogun himself. This charm could blind enemies in battle and make rain fall during drought. Till today, that charm is buried deep beneath the Owa's palace, guarded by priests. The Owa of Ilesa is one of the most spiritually protected thrones in Yoruba land. Before any man is crowned, he must undergo a 21-day silent retreat in the sacred grove of Imo, where the spirits of past kings question his soul. No phones. No food from outsiders. No visitors. Only the Awo, traditional priests, are allowed to speak to him in riddles. If a man lies about his ancestry or intentions during this retreat, it is said he will go mad or die within a year of being crowned. That's why the Ijesa people say, Owa Kijo. The Owa is never a fraud. Ilesa was once known across West Africa for its gold and iron wealth. European explorers in the 1800s called it the cleanest and richest city in all Africa. But that wealth made it a target. When the Fulani jihadists tried to invade in the 1800s, they failed because the Owa at the time used spiritual warfare. Drums beat all night. Trees bled. Rain refused to fall on the enemy. Horses went blind. Even the British were afraid of Ilesa's power. What many don't know, during colonial rule, the Owa secretly sponsored local schools and warrior courts to preserve Ijesa pride. He hid forbidden scrolls behind church altars and trained warriors as choir boys. The Owa's palace, called Oduduwa, holds ancient stone idols older than the town itself. But one room remains sealed, the room of the four skulls. Legend says that 4 princes fought for the throne centuries ago. All 4 died the same night, one by poison, one by hanging, one by fire, and one disappeared. To stop the curse, their skulls were placed on a shrine, and it was said, any king who rules unjustly will hear them speak. To this day, every Owa is told, if you hear footsteps in the sealed room, your days are numbered. The current king, Oba Dr. Obokun of Ijesaland II, was crowned in 1982. He is a rare blend of modern education and ancient tradition, a PhD holder and a strong traditionalist. During his reign, Ilesa became a state university host, Unison campus. The palace was renovated using both ancient stones and modern glass. He survived an assassination attempt in the 1990s that was covered up by the government. But behind the scenes, palace insiders say he still visits the sacred grove every 7 years, alone, at midnight, to renew the ancestral oath. There's a belief in Ijesaland that Obokun never truly died. The story says he walked into the Osun River, gave his sword to a priest, and vanished into the mist, saying, I will return when Ijesa loses her light. That's why no matter how rich or educated an Ijesa man becomes, he is reminded. You carry the blood of the ocean fetcher. Never bow to small men. The Owa of Ilesa is not just a king, he is a mystery, a warrior, a priest, and a bridge between worlds. In his crown lies a storm. In his silence, a secret. And in his footsteps, the fire of Obokun still burns.